And welcome back here to the Hoop Quest ATL Tip-Off Classic as we are set here with championship action. That was the tip, but appeared to be some miscommunication there. Not sure whether they're going to retip or whether it would just be Team Powers basketball. Some sort of violation there on the tip-off, so it looks like the Elite Playmakers will have the first possession here in today's championship game. Thanks for joining us here on SUVtv. The Elite Playmakers taking on Team Power. It's a wide open look at the top of the key. You know, sometimes you see guys make a player prove to them that they can knock down a shot before they close out on a jumper. Playmakers can't make it on one end, on the other. Score that one for number 25. That's Thomas for Team Power. So Thomas on the board with the triple. Baseline's cut off. Free throw line jumper. Score that one. That's number 23. There for the Elite Playmakers, that's Marquez Dix. Trying to work it inside. The big fella can't get the layup to go. So a foul on the double pump jumper. It's going to send the Playmakers to the line. That'll be number 5, Terrence Ashford. Jump ball. Looks like he's going to stay with Team Power. Kick out to the corner now, back up top. Working inside, good defense being played on the interior by Team Power. Playmakers being patient, get a pretty good look at 3. That one won't go. Jumper kicks off the back of the rim. Therefore, number 3, Collins. That pass is thrown behind its intended recipient. It'll be a turnover the other way. Fast break here for Team Power, and getting back and defending that one nicely there was Zay Dix. So it'll be Team Power's ball there along the baseline. Trip to the free throw line coming here for number 35. That's Graham. Team Power with the denial. Now looking to turn defense into offense. foul there on the shot. Team Power has done a good job of getting to the free throw line here over the past few minutes. Score is now 8-2. That jumper off the mark, offensive rebound. Pass was intended there for number 7, Javon Harrison. Harrison is able to get it back and knock down the jumper. They missed him on that pass in that same area just a few seconds before he was able to get another opportunity and knock down the jumper. The big fella is playing like just that on the inside for Team Power. Pass is broken up. Team Power secures the rebound. Still an early game, but Team Power has had a little bit more rhythm going on the offensive end. Team Power has it. That's Thomas out top. And another Team Power bucket makes it 12-6. And it looks like we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. It's 12-6 in favor of Team Power. We resume play. We resume play with the trip to the free throw line. as it's number 0 there. That's Williamson. 14 power. 12-6 ball game in favor of TP, the Elite Playmakers. Trailing by 6. And make it 7 after that Williamson free throw. As the officials are asking questions on the floor, I think it's related to jersey numbers. They're on the floor. I think one of the issues is that one of the players that subbed in had a burgundy jersey. And so a lot, when the officials want to be able to signal fouls to the table, they'll say either, white 40 or black 30. They already had green for Team Power. They had black for Playmakers, and they had to make the adjustment there based on the burgundy jersey. Probably not as much of an issue as the official made it there. But play continues. Playmakers ball there along the baseline. Close proximity to the rim. Easy time to cash in there for Javon Harrison. Harrison makes it 13-8. Contested shot, but still not enough to stop Williamson from scoring. Maximizes his hang time there to float that one up and in. 15-8 in favor of Team Power. Williamson trying to crank things up on the defensive end. Gets called for a foul. But if you're the Team Power coaching staff, you got no qualms with that kind of defense. Might not like the fact that the official made a foul call there, as it looked like Williamson was just playing good D. Playmakers looking to inbound it. They get it in. Williamson has really increased the on-ball pressure here this possession. But a big part of each possession is being able to rebound after you defend. Good defense for 99.9% of that possession for Team Power, but they give up the offensive rebound, and the Playmakers take advantage, 15-10. That shot off the mark, tipped away, and here come the Playmakers. Deep three-pointer. That one was a heat check without the heat. 2 for $1 sale on threes. That one's strong as well. No shortage of confidence, though. Therefore, number 30, Jaquavius Turner for the Playmakers. And even though you saw those shots miss badly, those weren't shots that it appeared his coach would had a problem with them taking. Which lets me know he probably can make those shots with good proficiency, just still off the mark, as everybody tries to get loose here on this early Sunday morning. Thomas's pass intended for Graham. That one goes out of bounds, and so we're going to have a couple substitutions. 15-10 coming in for Team Power. The big fella, number 25, that's Reed. So he'll see his first action of the day. In yesterday's broadcast, Reed was able to provide a measurable spark off the bench in terms of not only rebounding the ball, but also being able to finish off of opportunities that the guards created for him. Let's see how it goes so far here. So we have just over 8 minutes remaining. Here they get it to him quickly. Defending nicely on the inside, can't get it to go. Power dribble, that one's beat. Ball still batted around. Team Power comes away with it. Extra pass is made. Three-pointer splash from the outside for Graham. So Team Power getting to the 50-50 ball and then adding a 3 ball in the process. 18-10. Shot is answered right back. As Graham is a little hobbled there on that last play. I believe he got caught there on the little volleyball. The little volleyball hole top or lid, I guess you could say. It came loose as Graham thought it was just a quick move where the Playmakers were able to get around Graham, but really glad to see that there's nothing major going on with Graham as the little volleyball hole was the issue. So they're looking at it now to make sure it is flat and where it needs to be. So we'll take a break on the floor while they make sure extra precautions are taken to maximize safety. We'll be right back. So adjustments being made there on the floor to make sure everything stays nice and flat. And we should be ready to resume play here. Championship action between Team Power and Elite Playmakers. As each coach trying to take advantage of a little extra huddle time here. Are back in play. 13-18, a 5-point advantage for Team Power. That's a wide open three as they don't get over the top of the screen. And Graham knocks it down. So Graham pushes the lead to 8 points. Playmakers get it in. Number 5, Terrence Ashford with it. Ashford with it, and we're going to have a foul called there on the screen being set by Cameron Brown. it's been a cat and mouse game so far with Team Power playing the role of mouse. Graham is trying to change things up. So he's got back-to-back jumpers. Lead is now in double digits at 11. A response needed here by the Playmakers. We'll see if that foul is called on the floor or on the shot. Jumper there, good for the Playmakers. Couldn't really make out that jersey number. That's the player in the burgundy jersey with a black number, so kind of tough to see. It looks like number 1, Terry Dew. But the Team Power hit parade continues as far as scoring the ball, as they answer right back with a bucket of their own. Triple. Their last 3 scores have been triples. It's 15-27, a 12-point lead for Team Power. A lot of what Team Power has done here in the half court is just hit shots. Don't think there are a lot of things that the elite Playmakers are doing wrong. Obviously, I'm sure Coach has some adjustments for them to make. And they're down by 12, so, you know, that says that there are obviously some moves to be made, but not really doing a ton of things terribly wrong. Team Power has just been able to do a better job of knocking down shots. Not a ton of turnovers for the Playmakers or anything like that. Neither team really giving up a ton of fast break points. But when all 10 are on the same side of the court, Team Power has just been able to get more points out of the half-court scenario. Knocked down their last 3 triples. Working along the baseline. Dribble is kept. Now pass is made. Shot short. Tipped around, and that's Dew that's going to come away with the rebound. Outlet made, and here come the Playmakers. Five-second violation. The ball stuck for a little bit there, and Team Power took advantage of it. Back tap made successfully by the Playmakers. We'll see if they can convert it into offense. Pass ahead to Dew. Get that out of here. That one's blocked. Sent out of bounds there by number 22. That's Mathis. Mathis with the rejection. 16-27. The Hoop Quest Atlanta Tip-Off Classic, located at a few high schools here in the Cobb County area. Kennesaw Mountain, Harrison High School, just to name a couple. A few other venues. All of our broadcasts have been from those last 2 that I just mentioned. Hasn't been a bad experience overall. Always a well-run event there by the Hoop Quest and PQ Sports staff, as it's another triple for Graham. I believe that's going to prompt a timeout. You can see one of the notes in that timeout being, hey, we have to stop giving this guy looks. Might be time to start going over that screen as it pertains to Graham. But back to the event. Always a well-run, well-organized event here by PQ Sports and Hoop Quest. And when I said things have gone well this weekend, I know what to expect from this event organization. I was saying in terms of traffic getting to and from Kennesaw. A lot of construction going on up that I-75 corridor here in the Atlanta area. A lot of it due to the new ballpark that's being constructed right there at 285 and 75 here in the Atlanta area. The new SunTrust Ballpark, home of the Atlanta Braves. The inaugural season in that beautiful venue will be in the 2017 season. Not really related to basketball, but a lot of traffic, hoop-wise, affected by those construction patterns as the A continues to have continued growth. So we're out of the timeout. .453 remaining here in the first half. 11th grade championship here at the Atlanta Tip-Off Classic. Thought about the three instead, gonna go inside and met by a wall of power defenders, but there's a foul on the play. Free throw's good. This free throw line could be a very good asset for the Playmakers if they use it right here in the final 5 minutes or so. Had a tough time being able to close this gap, not just with the defense Team Power has played, but also with their ability to score it. If you're the Playmakers, if you can slow it down a little bit, not only help cool off Team Power, but you get a chance to get freebies at the line and save yourself some time as far as this clock. But the jumper's continuing to fall. Mentioned the resource the free throw line could be for the Playmakers. Missing free throws is the last thing you want to do at this point in the game. Down 14 with Team Power threatening to take the deficit in the high teens. Get freebies at the line. Coming away empty-handed or even splitting a pair. Not really in line with the team goals here for the Playmakers. They missed both. So an uneventful trip to the free throw line there for the Playmakers. Traveling violation there going to go against Mathis. So if you're the Playmakers, you didn't get any from the free throw line your last possession, but you didn't give up any points. They're on the defensive end. Things are being cleared out now. Here's Ashford. Ashford hand in face there on that mid-range jumper. He misses. Rebound attempt made initially, but it's going to be blocked. That was blocked by Hencourt. Hencourt erased that one. I think that's his first block of the game. First block of the game, which is, I'm a little surprised. It's his first. I can guarantee you it won't be his last. Offensive rebound. Hencourt with the board. Approaching the final 3 minutes of the first half. Good defense by Hiencourt. He's showing us blocks up top, doing a good job moving his feet there. Guarding Zay Dix. Dix a little bit quicker on his feet. So the versatility defensively being shown by Hiencourt as they work the two-man game over there. Ashford and Dix do. So we'll have a foul on the play. 18-34, 16-point advantage for Team Power. For the Playmakers, you love to get this 16-point deficit down to a more manageable 10 to 12 points minimum. Good contest there by a Hiencourt, but that one floats up and in. Good shooting there in the mid-range by number 2, Keyshawn Phillips. You get the feeling with the Playmakers, they don't have to rely solely on outside jump shooting. They got some guys that can attack and slash, but given the makeup of this Team Power team, they're going to have to make some jumpers in order to be able to come away with this one. Doesn't have to be live by the three ball, die by the three ball, but they're going to have some shots fall from the perimeter. So we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Right under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. To 34. Team Power missing on one end, and we'll have a foul on the other. Playmakers are ready to get off to the races. Official says not so fast. Willing and dealing on the inside. Nice sequence there for number 12, Frazier. Connor Frazier did a nice job of really setting that spin move up with his footwork. Spin move is such a great move when it's set up appropriately and is not forecasted. Can often be one of those moves that's just premeditated even when it might not fit the situation, right along with the Euro step. Good signs from outside in terms of shooting the ball there for number 2, Keyshawn Phillips. He had the mid-range J there over the outstretched arm of a Hiencourt a couple possessions ago. There he gets the triple. 13-point game. Talked about it for the Playmakers. You love to go in just down single digits, but it was 16 moments ago. If they can go down, they score here, go down between 10 to 12 points, in a much better position. Mission accomplished. Score that one from the corner for Jaquavius Turner. Team Power looking to answer back. Here's Frazier. Frazier off the mark. It's a 10-point game. I mentioned how single digits was a lofty goal for the Playmakers, but it appears to be right on pace with what they have in mind, as they are a score away from cutting the deficit to single digits. Three-pointer, good. Playmakers playing true to their team name right now as they went on a heck of a run with the way that they have closed this first half. Score now 29-36. Playmakers doing just that here at the ATL Tip-Off Classic. We'll be back with more after this halftime break. All right, we are back here at Harrison High School here at the Hoop Quest Atlanta Tip-Off Classic. As we have an 11th grade championship game here going on between Team Power and the Elite Playmakers. For those that might just be joining us, it was an interesting first half, one in which Team Power led for the overwhelming majority of it. But Elite Playmakers made a run. Their largest deficit was 16 points They followed it up with a flurry of buckets to pull within 7 going into the half. And they got some roster adjustments there at halftime as well. So we'll update you with some of those corrections there on the team power side. That was the big fella there. Swami Babatunde with the last bucket there for team power. So Babatunde makes it 29-38 in favor of team power. A turnover. Here come the Playmakers. That's a good kick in rhythm. Shot off the mark. Offensive board. Looks like we got a foul that's going to go against team power. They're out to the offensive rebound. 9-point game. Keyshawn Phillips, he's been feeling it. Can't get that jumper to go. He really ignited that run to end the first half for the Playmakers. We'll have a foul there along the sideline. It's number 3 for team power. Collins was fouled there as he ran along the sideline. Baseline drive to reverse. No good. Offensive board. In a hurry to kick it out to the perimeter. They turn it over. Team power threw it right to the Playmakers, but now they get the steal. Coming back on the other end, pass a little bit too far for its own good as it'll go out of bounds. It's Williamson that got in the rebound. 14 power, but turned it over. Jumper off the mark, battle for the rebound. The big fella Babatunde comes down with it. Approaching the 13-minute mark. Collins, defender comes to close out. He takes advantage and goes to the rack. Shot missed, but persistence paying off as Babatunde tipped it, and then it was Williamson that ended up getting credit for the follow-up tip after Babatunde. So that'll make it 29-40. Keyshawn Phillips has cooled off, relatively speaking, here in his last few shots. Made his first couple, has missed his last 2, but still making pretty good reads. So was Williamson as he scores that one to push the lead back to double digits, or higher double digits than 10, 29-42. Jump ball as Williamson ties that one up. So for Playmakers, that first half was just hang on, hang around, stay within striking distance until we can get things going a little bit better. And then they picked a good time to make a run there in the half. And for the start of this second half, it's been all about team power responding. And they have done just that. They've tightened things up on the defensive end, or also scoring the ball with more frequency in the same way that they did when they developed that 16-point lead to start the contest. Good job by Williams. He goes to the deck to get it, gets it to Thomas, and one. That's good basketball right there. It's Williamson's hustle that creates that opportunity. You take a look here. See ball, get ball. There by Williamson, hits the deck. Gets it over to Thomas. Thomas says, I'll do the rest. Hoop and the harm. Thomas got up on that one. Able to finish that one through the contact. Now 45-29, a steal. Thomas went to take that one himself. He dunks that one off the back of the rim. Still gets an attaboy there from the coaches. Keep that defense up. Who cares about a missed dunk? I mean, obviously you don't want to miss a ton, but you got an 18-point lead. Who cares about a missed dunk when you're defending how team power is and also looking to, finish emphatically. One of the things I love about travel ball. You want to be able to win games, but a big dynamic is, being able to play with a little bit of style, pizzazz, and I guess for lack of a better word, swag when it comes to the different things that you might not see as much from an organized ball standpoint that are a little bit different travel basketball-wise. I think missed dunks are probably one of the biggest things. You miss a dunk in a high school season, if your coach is anything like my old high school coach, you're more than willing to take that dunk. You miss it, you will see somebody coming to the scores table, stat. Travel basketball, not so much. Another Playmakers turnover. Thomas, the assist. Layup. Here by number 35, Graham. And also the smaller number 35, that's Reed. That's Reed for team power. One of those second half adjustments that we mentioned as far as the roster I got initially. And the changes that needed to be made is now it looks like team power is just having fun with this thing. As Williamson scores it on the other end, we are in 20-ball territory, and the lid is on the rim for the Playmakers. They yanked it off there to end the first half. Since then, it has been all team power. Skip pass. Everybody signaling three before that one was even off of his hands. Shot off the mark, but a good look there for team power as things are going exactly how they want them to go right now. Playmakers drought broken there. That'll make it 34-53. Pass saved, but right to team power. Ball still loose though. They go to the deck to get it. Team power comes up with it. The assist by Thomas, the bucket by Williams. Got to commend the hustle by team power. They're up by 20, but they're not playing like a team that's resting on its laurels when it comes to these loose balls. They are hitting the deck with reckless abandon. They come up with another one. Ball having great energy right now for team power. If Christian Keeling was seeing this, he'd be proud. As the guards are doing a lot of what he used to do, D'ing up and getting buckets. But a good splash there on the other end for the Playmakers. That's number 30, Jaquavius Turner. And I said it on yesterday's broadcast. I got to say it on this one too. There's no way in the world Christian Keeling shouldn't be Player of the Year. Freshman of the Year there in this conference. Talented guard at Charleston Southern. Hard worker. Has always been a player that gets it done at various levels and against top competition, and has always been a player that's always been a little underrated. I think he got his just due. when he was in high school there in the Augusta area at Laney. You know, the respect was there. People know he could hoop. But I still feel like he was underrated in some circles just with what he can do as a guard, versatility. Member of that Laney squad that had a great run here in the Atlanta area, played in all of the top tournaments there in that particular year and knocked off some nationally ranked teams in the process. But I say all that to say he's not surprising any of us with what he's doing at the collegiate level. But on back to the current power team members, as they are in full control of this championship game, 37-59. Here's we've got 8:24 remaining in the contest. Pass inside, give me that, says Towns. Towns with the block, Thomas to Reed. Towns had it knocked away, lowers that shoulder a little bit and creates enough space to muscle that one up and in. Again, Towns a big body. See a lot of bigs that can do different things, back to the basket or with the ball. Towns does a good job with a less is more type of game. Not to say he doesn't have other facets of it, but rebounds the ball, plays defense, takes up space. You break down the D, kick it to him, he's going to look to finish. Not going to put the ball lower below his waist a ton or do things that opposing guards are just going to wait on you to do. It's very deliberate when he gets the ball inside. Take off. Exactly what number 14 was looking to do there for the Playmakers, and he is sent to the line. No 14 on my roster. I believe he was a new addition. Speaking of new addition, I know this is totally random, but BET did a heck of a job with that movie, or that tri-series, whatever you want to call it. I was able to watch it on demand too, so I didn't have to catch all of those commercials. I heard the live version, it was commercials galore. As a broadcaster, I understand how you got to work the commercials in, but appreciate the minimized commercial viewing experience, just like we provided you here from the HoopQuest ATL Tip-Off Classic. Team Power continues to lead big here in this one. Playmakers continuing to fight, though. It hasn't been from a shortage of effort or intensity on the Playmaker side of things. It's just Team Power has been able to make more plays. Towns with a rare miss there on the inside. Reed nearly comes away with the steal, but the Playmakers have it. That shot in and out. Towns with the board. Here's Reed. Number 14, it's go time. Elevated high on that one, but seemed like once he got up in the air, wasn't sure if he wanted to go for a dunk or pull it back and lay it in. Got caught in no man's land, turns it over. Oh, and number 14 is Simpson. So that's my mistake. I saw the white jersey. So number 14 is playing with Team Power. Sets the pick there. Now he'll roll. So number 14 is Simpson. Collins with it. No need to rush if your team power. Time definitely on your side. Collins into Simpson. Simpson just explodes every time he leaps. Hasn't been able to finish, though. But it leaps in a way that guarantees intrigue. Even though he hasn't been able to finish and still trying to get loose out there. The young man is certainly a leaper. Foul inside, going to go against Towns. Mention what Towns can do for you in addition to being able to finish inside. He can do what he did there on that play. I mean, a clean block is ideal, or changing the shot and getting the rebound. But if a foul needs to be committed, you want those that are going to make sure no and one follows. And that was that type of foul there by Towns. Nothing dirty at all, but made it count. Smith trying to work inside. He ends up pulling it back out. Now he'll try a triple. That one hit just at the front edge of that backboard. Didn't fully go over. Good job by the officials there. It really grinds the gears when I see that ball not go over the top of the backboard. But anytime it hits, grazes the top of it, you'll see some officials that call it out of play. That time they just let him play on. Three from the corner. Jay Dix can't get it to go. Offensive board. It's followed up there. You had Terry Dew and Cameron Brown. They're on the offensive glass. Smith up top. Power just being patient. Running some clock off, not really on a stall ball mission, but just taking their time as they can afford themselves that luxury. That three is splashed there off of the inbounds play. That was Reed. They left him open and he made him pay. This team power machine continues to roll. Nobody's letting the ball stick. Everybody's moving it around. Guys are defending, running the floor, getting the job done. We have a foul on the play, so we'll have a trip to the free throw line. This is Terry Dew at the line. Dew good on the first. So Dew makes both. Long pass ahead. Here's Frazier. To the rack goes Frazier for the bucket. Approaching the 30 ball here. Towns changes that shot. Rebound by Team Power. Bounce pass ahead to Reed. The speedster chases it down in the corner. Gets it over to Mathis, who nails it down. That kind of sums up the type of game that you're seeing from Team Power here on both ends. With the exception of the end of that first half, they really had tight screws on going on the defensive end, as that one's too strong. Maybe a little too geeked on that one. Another turnover. Leads to more power fast breaking. As Mathis is fouled, we take another look at some of what they've been able to do. See that one chased down by Reed. Kicks it out to Mathis. Bucket from there. (42-76) here with 1:24 remaining. Well, was 1:24, but it's a running clock scenario here. Terry Dew at the line. Reed over to Frazier. Frazier back to Reed. Now here's Smith. Coming up on the final seconds of this one, trying to go for the three, there are the Playmakers. So that is going to do it for this contest. Your Atlanta Tip-Off Classic champions here in the 11th grade division, none other than Team Power. They come in and get the job done here against the Elite Playmakers. Appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv. Signing off from this year's Hoop Quest Atlanta Tip-Off Classic.